Hello, and welcome to the show. I'm Suyash Barve. Let's get started with the week's absurdities. We start in Bangkok, where Pakistan and India had secret NSA level talks. And officials have said that the talks were actually constructive. You know what? I've said it before and I will say it again. There is nothing like a ladyboy show to bring two warring factions together. That shit unites you. When asked about the foreign location, representatives said that getting away from the media glare in the two countries helped the conversation along. Sure. That's why they went to Bangkok. I can just picture them explaining this to their wives. Darling, समझो ना, I have to go यार. Please understand. इधर मीडिया बहुत है, बात नहीं हो सकता शांति से. Please, I'm telling you. I don't want to go. Pakistan called, na baby. That's why I'm going. One of the world's richest sports bodies just got richer. Two new teams have joined the IPL, and that means the BCCI just raked in another 332 crores. The two franchises paid that colossal amount for 2 years' worth of participation in the T20 competition, which is exactly the right amount of time for an IPL team to establish itself, start up a fan following, win something, get embroiled in a scandal, and shut down never to be heard from again. Jagdish Titler was at a wedding this past week when he was attacked by a Sikh youth over his alleged involvement in the 1984 riots. Now, although this looks like a politically motivated attack, let's keep in mind this was a Delhi wedding. At a Delhi wedding, if you don't throw a glass at someone, the wedding doesn't count. For our top story, we're going to talk about it. Last week, Angry Indian Goddesses hit theatres. It got rave reviews, but it also got some bizarre cuts from the censor board.
Guys, lunch तो सामने से आ रहा है. करके बता दे, बोल मत, कुछ तो कर. हम गैस करेंगे. सुई में धागा.
Okay, I don't know why, but I keep having to say this. The internet is a thing. Go to any one of these sites, there's actual naked people there doing all kinds of things. Some of it is disgusting. No one needs this. Also, she called him lunch. That's a problem. Forget all women, just Katrina Kaif has been called worse things. What the shit is a chikni chameli, dude? But I can completely understand why this movie made the censor board uncomfortable. A bunch of Indian women in a movie together, and not one of them is in the kitchen making rotis. What the hell is going on? This plot makes no sense. But this is nothing new. A month ago, there was Sanskari James Bond, where the censor board, headed by Nihalanis, cut 20 whole seconds of hot, sexy lip-on-lip kissing scenes to protect Indian culture. 20 seconds? Is that the only thing keeping India from descending into a billion-member orgy? Excuse me, madam. This kissing scene has been going on for 23 seconds. I must have premarital sex with you immediately. To be fair though, this kind of censorship has been going on well before Mr. Nihalanis' tenure. Anurag Kashyap's entire filmography has suffered cuts and bans. Deepa Mehta keeps making movies about actual issues, so obviously her idiotically realistic films get banned all the time. And for some reason, people insist on making documentaries. Guys, why don't you get it? Facts are offensive. Stop putting them in your movies. Instead, make a sex comedy with Tushar Kapoor. No facts there whatsoever, because Tushar Kapoor having sex is basically science fiction. But what gets cut and what stays in isn't the actual issue. The actual issue is why bother with censorship in the first place? You have certificates. It's what the second C in your name stands for. Give everything an A. Or don't even bother with that, because as I mentioned earlier, internet. Whatever you're looking for, you will find it here. I typed in Narendra Modi on a horse and found like 20 pictures. Imagine what you can find, you sick, twisted bastards. Sadly, I don't think the censor board is going to change its ways anytime soon. So I have a suggestion. If we're stuck with censorship, we might as well have some fun with it. Bleeps and burrs are passé. It's time to add a personal touch to censorship. For example, every time someone says something abusive, we can censor it with a Nihalanis sound clip.
Sanskari
Oh, also, instead of blurring something, we should just cover the offensive content with Nihalanis' face. It's simple, elegant, and
Sanskari.
funny. I could do this all day. Can we continue? Can we just keep going? Please. Please let me. That's our show. Thank you so much for joining us. Subscribe to our channel for more idiotic jokes about somewhat important people. If the world doesn't end, we will see you next time. Bye-bye.